Hi everyone, welcome to our day 3 for this week. Today we are going to talk about, again, we are still with the text of access to fresh water, which is the text you read yesterday. Today we are going to focus on the research note catcher, which you guys have seen before. It looks like, actually I don't have it up, but let me look here. So it looks like this. Right? We've seen this before. We've worked on this before with the different texts. So today is access to fresh water, and it's our research note catcher. So let's get started with our PowerPoint. There it is. All right, so a research note catcher. Our learning target is I can fill out the research note catcher on access to fresh water. Remember that our guiding question is, why must we act now to save our water? Why is it important to act now? Keep in mind the issue. Okay, so as we read this text, what is the issue? Impact, who is it affecting? And how, right? Action, what can we do to stop it? Remember, the text isn't going to tell you, you need to do this. This is kind of your voice, right? So what can we do to stop it? And then call to action is, how can we convince people and why is it important, right? We have to explain why. So let's keep those in mind as we are reading the text today. And then, as always, protect our water. Access to fresh water. It is a desperately worrying statistic that nearly 1 billion people in the world lack clean, healthy drinking water. Residents in the UK can turn on a tap and access safe drinking water whenever they like. But the situation is very different for the people of Africa. Okay, so this paragraph is telling us that in the UK, they can easily access water, but in Africa, it's a little bit different. Every day, millions of people in Africa, usually women and girls, walk miles to have access to any water at all. The length of time it takes to collect the little water they can get means that they do not have time to do anything else during the day. Children do not get the chance to have an education simply because they are too busy collecting water. Okay, so who collects the water? And who all is getting affected? Children and who else? Okay, to make matters worse, the only water they have access to is from streams and ponds. That water is usually full of diseases and makes themselves and their families very sick. Adults face the decision on a daily basis between dehydration and sickness from the water they drink. Even worse, they have to face this decision for their children. So again, we talked about how they have to make decisions, right? Whether they decide whether they drink the water that can make them sick or not drink it and become sick. Okay, it's not an easy decision, but they have to make it. Okay. So now, what do you need to do? You have to go to Google Classroom. You have to find your to-do list. Read access to fresh water again. Complete research note catcher and turn it in. And then amplify an epic for 20 minutes. And then here's a picture that says protect your water, right? All of our human waste goes into rivers and ponds, and it affects all of our a lot of different living creatures, right? Turtle. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I combined two presentations under one same PowerPoint. All right, so our next step was to go to Google Classroom. So we are here. We can click on English literacy, and then we will check our announcements that I don't have set for you guys yet, but I can do them right now. Oops. What happened? No. Okay, so it's just going to look similar to this, except it's going to say Wednesday and then April 15, right? You're going to watch the video, and then our assignment will be called Research Note Catcher. instead of this. Okay, so it'd be research note catcher, and then you still need to go into Amplify Epic for 20 minutes, and then here's the timer link. And then also don't forget to check our Google Classroom for our assignments. So then you'll go to classwork and you'll find the research note catcher to access to Freshwater. You can click view assignment. And then here you have your instructions. Step 1, watch Looking After Our Planet video. So I found this awesome YouTube video that you can watch. And then read access to Freshwater page again. This is actually all together. So you'll read this page again, which I also included here. So access to Freshwater, you'll click it and then you can read it again. And then you'll find the Google Doc with your name and then complete and submit. So the Google Doc will look something like this. Right, and then you can type directly on this Google Doc and then just click turn in. There should be a button on top here that says turn in. And then here you talk about the issue. So the issue is, whatever you thought the issue was in this page. And then it affects us by, how does it affect people? Okay. Some ways to solve the issue are, and then list the ways. And then call to action. It is important to solve the problem because. So why is it important? Why should we care about this issue that they're going through? Okay. Make sure we're writing in complete sentences. That means a complete thought, capitals, periods. And make sure that we're doing our bestest work, right? That we are not just putting a word for an answer, that we are trying our very best. Okay, so once you're done with your assignment, you can go back to your to-do list, or if you can remember, like always, every day you have to do Amplify in Epic for 20 minutes, okay? Remember that the Amplify raffle is still going on this week, so as long as you have an hour and 40 minutes by the end of this week, which will be Friday at 4 p.m., you can be entered into the raffle. And then lastly, if you need any help, you guys can text me from 2 to 3. Those are my office hours. I might start setting up some Google Meets to see if anybody needs help, okay? But for now, just text me and call me from 2 to 3. Or you can text me anytime, just know I might not respond right away. All right, you guys will have fun today, and then we'll see you again tomorrow.